My name is Kayla Decker, and before I found Christ, I had a lot of emotional issues. I was in an unhealthy and abusive relationship for about 11 years, and I was kind of what I would call a textbook Christian. I was educated on Christ, went with other friends and family to church, but never really felt it for myself. And a friend said, you should come to our church. And I was like, I don't know. I have 3 kids. I don't want to be judged. But Kathy went in early and met me outside, and it took some arm twisting, I guess, but she got me there and she brought me in, and not once did I ever feel judged or looked down upon. And it was such a good feeling to have that. And so I said, this isn't so bad, and let me try again next week. I'll go again. And before you knew it, I was kind of going to hear the message from my life, and helped me get through just so much bitterness and anger. And when I first started going, I was so scared and so full of anger and whys. Why God? Why me? Why would this happen? This is what you're supposed to do, but I never knew the reason. And that's why I kept coming back to Bay West, because it was the first time that I ever understood the reason behind it all. I started really hearing the message. I decided that I wanted to follow Christ initially with selfish reasons, because I did feel stronger, I felt more positive, I felt happier, but after a while it became more of the bigger picture. Like, this isn't just about feeling happy now, this is for a greater cause. And I see people that I know, and I know some of their struggles, and I love all of them. I love everyone there. I love our church, and I don't want to know who I would be if I didn't meet up with Kathy and go to church last year that one day. I just don't want to even imagine.
That's just one of the many lives that have been changed by God through a relationship with Jesus at Bay West Church. If you aren't connected with a church or with Jesus, we'd love to have you be a part of our church this Easter. For our elementary kids, we're going to have local Christian illusionist Steve Hart come in and give a message about Christ. And then immediately after the service, we're going to have a big Easter egg hunt with about 2,000 Easter eggs, so everybody takes plenty home. If you have a hard time believing in God, or you have a friend that does, the series that I'm starting that day is perfect for you. It's called I Want to Believe, But. We'll be dealing with a lot of the hard questions that challenges every one of us when we try to believe in God. I hope to see you there, 11 a.m., 100 Emerson Drive, Northwest Palm Bay, Florida.